In these problems, we're being asked to shade a certain fraction of the figure, and they're also telling us how many pieces the figure is cut into. And what we're supposed to do is learn something about the idea of equivalent fractions. Equivalent basically means equal, and an equivalent fraction is a fraction that's the same as another fraction. So for example, 1/2 is the same as 2/4. So if you've got 4 pieces of candy and then you give 2 to somebody, you've given them half that candy, right? So it's the same as half. So when you shade here, all you have to do is just get this right, shade half the figure, and that's probably pretty easy for you. You could just draw a line down the middle and shade one side. So that would definitely be one way to do it. And then what you're supposed to learn from this is 4 out of 8, or 4/8, equals 1/2, but they won't make you write that down. But that's something you should think about as you do it. Let's try another one. And this one, we're going to try a different way. This one's a little harder. Actually, let's try this one in 2 different ways. It says the figure's cut into 8 equal pieces. Shade 3/4 of the figure. So how much is 3/4 of 8? It's not as easy as cutting something in half to get 3/4. So one way to approach this is to cut this into 4 equal pieces first. And it's already cut into 8. So if I put 2 together, I would have 4, if I can draw correctly, I would have 4 chunks of 2. Now those are 4 equal pieces. If I want to shade in 3/4 of them, I would do it that way. So there we've got 3/4 is the same as 6 out of 8 pieces, or 6/8. That's one way to do it. And that might be the easiest way. Let me show you a different way though. Get rid of this. So we want 3/4 of the pieces to be shaded, right? So you could just number them by 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, like you're counting off for groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then only shade 3 out of 4. So those 3, but not the 4th one. Those 3, but not the 4th one. That would be a correct answer too. This is still 6 out of the 8 pieces, which is still 3/4. So that's a little bit of work with equivalent fractions.